left. This may be like the other night where the last team to have it. Jordan!
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to compare two of the greatest rookie seasons of all time. I want to compare the rookie season of Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal and see who actually had the better rookie season. But before we dive into that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please take a look at the sponsor of today's episode. Today's video is brought to you by Truebill. Truebill is an all-in-one finance platform which helps you to keep your finances under control and to spend less. The personal finance manager allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, monitor your credit score, build your savings all in one place. I gotta be honest, before Truebill, I often forgot about certain bills that always seem to come out of nowhere. But now Truebill makes me aware of everything, which helped me to get control over my monthly spendings. They have a great system for canceling subscriptions and budgeting, which I use to know exactly where I spend my money. I am not a pro in such things, but the budgeting is super simple and Truebill notifies me if I am over my monthly budget. If you also want to be in total control of your finances, you should check out Truebill for free if you use my link in the description box below. Guys, don't wait any longer, check it out right now. So, how am I going to approach this video? Now, I would say let's start with the rookie season of Shaquille O'Neal, then take a look at Michael Jordan's rookie season, and then compare the two and see who comes out on top. Now, for those of you who don't know, Shaq played college ball for LSU, and in his last season, he was by far the best college player in the country. Every NBA team dreamed of being able to draft a potential franchise player like Shaquille O'Neal. At the end, it was the Orlando Magic who ended up having the first pick at the 1992 NBA draft. They made it clear right from the start that they would love to have Shaq, but it was uncertain if Shaq would even consider playing for them. There were a lot of speculations going on that Shaq's agent would love to force a trade to the Los Angeles Lakers. But at the end, the Magic got lucky and Shaq ended up wearing their team's uniform. The franchise was still pretty new at that time and they never had a true superstar. So expectations were super high because Shaq was the first potential franchise player. But after the first few games, everybody could see that Shaq was indeed the real deal.
Anderson spins, fires, off the glass, won't go. O'Neal's tap is good. If they give him a rebound there, that's a new rookie record.
While he was pretty nervous in his first NBA game, where he had plenty of turnovers, Shaq quickly showed that he was a unique specimen. Showing his style of play, which was super rare at that time, not only could he beat you with pure force, but he could also run the floor like a deer, grabbing the rebound on one side and finish with a dunk on the other side. It's been a while since a rookie had such a huge impact, and while Shaq was only 20 years old, he would manhandle almost every big he played against. It did not take long for Shaq to become one of the most popular players in the NBA, which climaxed in Shaq making the All-Star team in his rookie season. It was plays like this which made him a true NBA superstar.
Orlando, last game Dennis Scott was starting, Bowie was coming off the bench as Shaquille follows and almost and does bring down the entire backcourt.
That's one we haven't seen.
But not everybody was convinced right from the start that Shaq would become one of the greatest bigs to ever play. In hindsight, this is really crazy. But the interesting part was that it was NBA legends being skeptical of Shaq's potential.
He probably thinks he's prepared mentally for what will happen, but you can't get ready for that. It's overwhelming.
Shaquille O'Neal.
You got to learn to be a pro. You got to learn to play when it's rough. You got to learn to play when you finesse you. This is what being a pro is all about. You can't get upset when you get hit. I see a lot of players today, when they get bumped, first thing they want to do is draw back and want to draw off the fit. That's the wrong thing to do. You play basketball. You play hard when they play hard. You play finesse when they play finesse.
Now, as we all know, Shaq became one of the best players who ever lived. And looking back at his rookie season, his numbers were incredible. If we take a closer look, then we see that Shaq was not only deserving to be the Rookie of the Year, but he also had one of the best rookie seasons of all time.
Well, I remember recruiting Michael Jordan. I remember him coming in on a weekend, the football weekend, and I was down in my room at the end of the hall, and the elevator doors open up. And all I could hear was this big mouth, and it was Michael Jordan. And he was like, yeah, this is gonna be my hall. I'm taking over this dorm. And I was like, he's still in high school. You know, he's still in high school. And I'm like, who is this guy?
Now let's take a look at Michael Jordan. With Michael, it was a little bit different when it comes to expectations. Because of the fact that Jordan played for Dean Smith in North Carolina, it was difficult for MJ to outshine his teammates. Smith's philosophy was a very strict type of team basketball, which not allowed an individual player to be ball dominant. So when Michael entered the 1984 NBA draft, he was not a sure #1 pick like Shaquille O'Neal was. Instead, the Houston Rockets went with Hakeem Olajuwon, who would also bring the Rockets to NBA championship in the 1990s. Michael Jordan ended up with the Chicago Bulls at #3, a move which would turn the entire franchise around. Just like with Shaquille O'Neal, it did not take Michael Jordan a very long time to become an NBA superstar. MJ would perform right from the get-go and have 30-plus nights on a regular basis. Fans could not believe what they were seeing. Jordan would sometimes finish plays with moves that nobody has ever seen. Not even from him when he was still playing for North Carolina.
But to play in a different role.
Ricky Mahorn hustling underneath, can't get it to fall. Jordan to the hoop, being in the air, score!
It really can be a spectacular night for the Bulls as Jordan has come up with another steal.
Defensive effort by Jordan, who has it on the break, driving all the way in. Oh! Good! An unbelievable move! He put it in and it counts!
He leaves you with something to go home and talk about.
The kid is just amazing, and I've never seen nobody like him.
I thought it was going to be a flop from day one because everyone was expecting so much.
In the past couple of years, the Bulls were a struggling team, but suddenly they became one of the most spectacular teams in the entire NBA. Why? Because they had the most dazzling rookie in NBA history. While Jordan's jump shot was still not as good as it would later become, his pure athleticism was out of this world. Jordan would also make the All-Star game in his rookie season and also participate in the slam dunk contest, where he would lose to Dominique Wilkins. Still, MJ quickly became one of the most popular players in the league.
Is Michael Jordan from this planet? Well, the answer is yes, we think. But just to make sure, we sent Tommy Heinsohn to Chicago to double check.
At this high school gym in Chicago, the Bulls are getting ready for their first playoff game in 4 years. They can thank Michael Jordan for that.
So who of the two had the better rookie season? Now, one thing you have to know is that both teams, the Orlando Magic and the Chicago Bulls, were struggling before both players arrived. And both teams had a great turnaround once Jordan and O'Neal joined the team. So that is a wash. Now let's take a look at the numbers. As you can see, in their rookie season, Jordan and Shaq were almost about the same age. Jordan was 21, Shaq was 20. When it comes to the minutes played, they were also pretty even. Shooting percentage, Jordan had a very high shooting percentage for a shooting guard. Shaq obviously had a better shooting percentage, but we also have to remember that Shaq got a lot more dunks than Jordan did. If we take a look at the free throw percentage, we know that Shaq was not a good free throw shooter, even though in his rookie season he had, I think, his second or third best shooting percentage of his career. Jordan obviously was a great free throw shooter, so that one goes to Jordan. Now here comes a very interesting part. Shaq averaged almost 14 rebounds a game in his rookie season. I think this was his career high, so that was incredible. On the other hand, Jordan had obviously a higher assists, so that is also a wash to me. Steals, Jordan had the upper hand, blocks, Shaq had the upper hand, and when it comes to the turnovers, again, it's a wash. Now Jordan was the better scorer in his rookie season, averaging 28 points in comparison to Shaq's 23 points. But again, if I'm totally honest, I think it's a wash. Jordan had an incredible rookie season, Shaq had an incredible rookie season, and both players had a sensational impact for a rookie. So even I, as a Michael Jordan fan, gotta admit, I think both players had a pretty even rookie season. So Shaquille O'Neal, kudos, what a great rookie season. And for you guys, thanks a lot for watching the show. That was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video content, and I would say I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.